There was once a small village in the heart of the forest. Animals lived there in peace. They helped each other. They shared what they had. Tortoise lived in this village. He was a clever creature, but he was also greedy. One day, Tortoise saw his bird neighbors. They were excited. They were preparing for something special. The birds were going to the great feast in the clouds. This feast was only for birds. It was held once a year. Tortoise was very curious. He wanted to know more about the feast. Tortoise, being cunning, came up with a plan. He called a meeting with all the birds. Tortoise told the birds he had heard wonderful things about the feast. He praised their beautiful feathers and their ability to fly. The birds were flattered by Tortoise's words. Tortoise used his cleverness to trick the birds. He told them he wanted to help them reach the feast. He claimed he had heard that there was a danger on the way. The birds, being innocent, believed him. Tortoise offered to be their spokesman. He said he would fly ahead and warn them of any danger. The birds agreed to Tortoise's plan. They did not know he was a sly trickster. They were just happy someone was looking out for them. Tortoise, pleased with himself, started planning his trip to the clouds. He knew he could not fly. He needed a new plan. Tortoise asked each bird to give him a feather. He told them he would use the feathers to make himself wings. The birds, trusting Tortoise, happily gave him their feathers. They were excited to have him as their spokesman. They believed he would keep them safe. The journey to the clouds was long. Tortoise, with his new wings, flew with the birds. He pretended to be their protector. The birds were happy to have him with them. They thought he was a true friend. Finally, they reached the land above the clouds. It was a magical place. The great feast was laid out before them. There were delicious fruits, sweet nectar, and sparkling water. The birds had never seen such abundance. They started eating and celebrating. They were grateful to Tortoise for guiding them safely. Tortoise, seeing the grand feast, forgot all about his promise. He started eating greedily. He filled his stomach with the best food. The birds noticed Tortoise's behavior. They realized he had tricked them. He was not their spokesman. He was a greedy trickster. The birds were angry. They decided to teach Tortoise a lesson. They each took back their feather from Tortoise. Tortoise was left with no feathers. He could no longer fly. He begged the birds to help him. But the birds ignored him. They turned their backs on him and flew away. Tortoise was stranded in the land above the clouds. He had no way to go back home. Tortoise, full of regret, fell from the sky. He landed with a loud thud. His shell broke into many pieces. He learned a valuable lesson that day. Greed and cunning led to lasting consequences. And so the once clever Tortoise was left to deal with his broken shell and his broken promises.